Shalom, family. So I just wanted to touch on a few things quickly. So just a general chat this morning. I put up a poll on the community page. I'm really glad to see that in the upward 70+% that all of you are ready, still excited, imminent rapture. Anytime the Lord can turn around in the field and say, come on, kids, let's roll. Time to go. And that's awesome. And that is the point here. For those of you who are tired and feeling the weariness and really sad and stressed and in bad situations, I mean, we're all facing hectic attacks and onslaughts of evil. I am praying for you, specifically those who have commented in that post. I am praying for you by name, for strength, for endurance, for those among us in the family to come alongside you and bear you up and help lift your hands and move you forward. And together we will complete this race. It is completely fine to feel exhausted, to feel tired, and to feel sad about the fact that we're still here. But know that he who promised is faithful. And again, as I've said in some of my timeline videos, in the grand scheme of things, 6,000 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years is but a mere drop in the bucket of the proverbial timeline. It is nothing. It is such a small thing. For us to even have the hope that we will see in our lifetime the salvation of the Lord coming back and returning to collect his bride is already such a huge gift and blessing that we are that final generation, Ha'akaron, that will see the Lord come for his bride, that will come back with the Lord when he wraps up everything at the end of Daniel's 70th week. We are blessed to have been born for a time such as this. That is just to give you encouragement when it goes slightly over the times we expect and the understanding we have on things. And it's a little bit longer. That little bit longer is not 20 years, 30 years, 50 years. It is moments in the timeline where we're missing out on understanding precepts or principles or things that we still need to unpack. And as we go forward, and I've seen this as a watchman over the last few years, the Lord keeps unveiling and opening up new understanding and revealing new things amongst the watchers and watchwomen, and just shows us, and the puzzle pieces come together and we get more and more excited living in a time such as this. And we keep our eyes on what's happening in the world, and that's why I've started making a point of ensuring that I update you guys with as much relevant end times news as possible, that you can see this is not just a once a month thing or once every 2 months thing. It is a daily thing. We can barely keep up with prophetic events as they're unfolding and happening all the time. So run with me, stand strong, push on, trust the Lord, for he has never given up on us, and he has never lied. He has always been faithful and true, and he will get us across that finish line. We just need to keep our eyes on the water walker. So that being said, I am currently, as I have time, busy drilling through all the timelines and calculations and mathematics and everything, and deeper revelations from the Bible, the Word of God, Old and New Testament, and drilling and digging and looking at the historic context and everything, and new things that I've found and everything that comes together. And within the next few weeks, I will be releasing a longer video again, updating on timelines, dates, everything, and where we're at. Not day and hour down to the second, but an understanding on things that we understand better now to help you get a grasp of the timeline that we're in for encouragement. So that is in the works and coming. It is a huge work. So I am like swimming in numbers and calculations, and things are everywhere, and Bible verses and Hebrew and everything, Greek. It's fun and exciting. It's exhausting. It's time consuming, but I am working through it, and I will get it out to you as soon as possible. On a personal note, the ministry vehicle is still down. I am struggling to find someone local to look at it and help us with it. So it is bleak at this stage. We are praying that if it's in the Lord's will, that we get another vehicle in the meantime to be able to continue moving around. But again, that's in God's hands. I am quite capable of using my feet, and I'm sure that at some stage we'll have a better idea on what the damage is and what the cost is going to be to get our original little faithful vehicle going again in the Lord's work. So we're trusting the Lord for that. And then on the personal front, my mother needs a lot of prayers. Thank you for all of those that are praying. It's a very, very serious medical situation. So I am praying around that whole situation. She lives quite far from me on the other side of South Africa. So, I mean, it would have been nice to go there, but we are praying and we're looking into that whole situation as well and trusting the Lord to just be in control with His will in that moment as well. So I will keep you updated as well on Telegram as and when there is updates to give. Again, thank you to all of those who are praying and helping us with just emotional support on that. Again, we trust God. God is in control always, no matter what. And we stand and we continue pushing forward. We never lose hope. We never lose faith. And we always keep smiling in the face of the adversary's attacks. Because no matter what he brings, he never wins. He's always going to lose. And that is what we have to keep remembering. The Bible started without him, and the Bible ends without him. And we will all be with God again, as it should be. So stand strong, trust, believe, keep your eyes squarely fixed on Jesus. He who has brought you this far, He who has carried you through trials and tribulations and difficulties and things that only you and Him know about, to this point in life, to 2024, do you really think He's going to drop the ball with you now? When we're at the end of the race and we can see the finish line and we're basically approaching our exit, do you really think He's going to let you slip? He's got you. He loves you. His thoughts of you are continual, and He watches over you. Shalom.